Hey guys, my name's Nate, and today I'm going to talk about 5 tricks for new CSGO players. Alright, number 1, crosshair placement. Find where your crosshair needs to be so that you don't have to move your mouse as much as you think you do. And that way, most of your shots will be reflexive, and reflexes usually are about 99% accurate if they are trained correctly. You need to keep your crosshair at about head level in every situation, and that will make it much easier to headshot people and make it much easier as a point of reference for aiming. So just always remember to keep your crosshair at head level and make sure your crosshair placement is correct. Tip number 2, aim training. Download the map called aim training. I'll link it in the description below, and train it. Just train your aim constantly. Training makes perfection. You got to train your reflexes. You have to train your crosshair placement. These are things that you have to do consciously. You cannot just sit AFK in the brain playing the game and expect to get better. Number 3, my third tip, is find your perfect crosshair. There's maps where you can customize your crosshair perfectly, and some people like small crosshairs, big crosshairs, crosshairs that are just the shape of people's heads, crosshairs that are big, show recoil patterns. Find a crosshair that works for you and that you like to use, and which one gives you the best aim and the best visual senses. Alright, and number 4, find your perfect field of view. Your gun model can change from where it's at. If you're having trouble seeing enemies around corners because your gun's in the way, you can move it further closer to you or further away, and you can move it back and forth, up and down. You need to find the perfect field of view for your gun so that you have maximum amount of vision that works for you. Some people play with the gun on the right hand, some people play with their gun on the left. It's all personal preference. There's maps where you can change this, and you need to go in, find the settings that work best for you, and change that. And number 5, and the biggest tip, is that being good in CSGO takes time, practice, and dedication. So just play and learn from your mistakes. Figure out that sometimes losing is intentionally all your fault, whether you know it or not. And you have to take measures to get better. You need to set up a schedule. You need to train. You need to write down all your improvements. Every time you improve, mark it down so that you can track your progress. It's an active thing you have to do. You can just play the game and get better, but that takes a long time. But if you play the game and consciously think about how to get better, and you're practicing and putting time in, you'll see your rate of progression faster and faster. It only took me about 400 hours to get to DMG, when it's taken people 1,000 to get to DMG. So I improved at a faster rate than most people ever, did. I mean, there's people who are probably, global, and they have only played 100 hours compared to me. It's just work ethic. It's just workflow, and it's just, to some degree, it's a psychological thing. So the best way to improve in CSGO is just being open to criticism, learning from your mistakes, and actively practicing and setting up time for practicing, and actually marking down your progression. And so this has been my 5 tips for new CSGO players, and if you want to get better, follow these 5 tips as well. I hope to see you guys in the next video. My name is Nate. See ya.